introduction, get to know us video. We put a box on our Instagram stories a few weeks ago now, asking if anyone had any questions they wanted to ask us, because we wanted to do a video a bit like this, so you could sort of get to know us better, what we like, what we don't like, what trips we've been on, what we're going on. So we got a few questions. We got 9. So we were just gonna sort of tell you a little bit about ourselves and then answer the questions. If we fully go sort of down to basics, I am Dani.
I'm Josh.
We are a couple. We have been together since 2021. We both work full time, and we're just kind of obviously not doing this for money, just for fun, but it's on the side just as like a hobby. I know we've only done 1 video so far. This is number 2, but I'm enjoying it. My work is I work for NHS Blood and Transplant. I take blood basically. So if you go and give blood, I am the person that does the screening process at the beginning, puts your needle in, takes the needle out, looks after you, kind of thing. That is what I do. I stick needles in people and take their blood. And what do you do, Josh?
I work for the McLaren Formula 1 team in additive manufacturing, which is basically 3D printing parts for the cars. I do build a lot of the aero models, build a lot of the full scale parts. So if you see a McLaren car going around the track, I've had an input on that.
Sometimes when we're watching the F1, he points to bits that he's built, like the camera
pod next to the air intake. Don't know if to mention I'm a world champion. I think that's just showboating.
Yes, he started in October last year.
Became a world champion.
And then they won the Constructors' Championship. So after only 2 months, I think he made the difference. I think that's what it was. You turned the
ship.
Yeah.
Well, the
guided it to victory. Fingers crossed you'll be champions again this year. It's looking good, but we don't want to tempt fate. So yeah, if you're an F1 fan, then, and if you've got any questions for Josh,
yeah, fire away.
Yeah, we'll put his Instagram down in we'll put both our Instagrams, personal ones, and our channel Instagram in the description down below. And make sure you subscribe as well to our channel, because we'll kind of answer it in one of the questions, but the next trip we're going on is to Silverstone, and we're going to be vlogging that. So if you're an F1 fan, or you just kind of want to know a bit about how Silverstone is,
how Grand Prix weekend works. Really.
Yeah, because neither of us have ever been to one before, so it's new for us as well. So we'll be learning. So hopefully that will be quite useful for the vlog, because we'll try and show as much as we can about that weekend.
We've already done a few trips, but not vlogged them.
Yeah.
We did a lot last year and the year before. We've been to Edinburgh.
Since we've been together, we went to Edinburgh for our 2nd anniversary. Visited
family in the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Went to Florida last year.
And did our first Disney cruise last year.
Yeah, went to Belgium.
On the Disney cruise.
Yeah.
That was really good. We did the 3-night to Belgium Disney cruise from Southampton, because we thought neither of us had ever been on a cruise before, let alone a Disney cruise, and we thought doing a short one would be a good taster to basically the cheapest way of doing it, to see if we like it.
Oh man.
We've done Disneyland Paris quite a few times together as well. We got annual passes not long after getting together, so we did quite a few trips close together, and then I've been on a couple of girls' trips since then. We haven't been together for a little while. We're kind of waiting for the Frozen Land, that section, to open in what is currently Walt Disney Studios, is soon to be changing to Adventure World. I hate that name. We're kind of waiting for that to open before we go again, because I went in February, and although it was good, February just gone, 2025, although it was good, there were so many construction walls up, which I know happens in the winter because it's the quieter period, that's why it's cheaper. There just didn't feel like there was as much to do as there normally is, probably because they're working on quite a lot of stuff. So we just thought if we wait for the frozen area to open, and the other bits that are sort of coming with that, then there'll be more to do next time, and it will feel kind of more worth the money. Obviously there's no opening date for that yet, but hopefully it'll be next year. I think they've said 2026, but we shall see, because we all know that things get pushed back and delayed and things like that. But hopefully, fingers crossed, next year. They seem to have been working on it for a long time already, so fingers crossed. First question is from Kelly, my friend Kelly. Her Instagram is Seren Studio. She has a small shop on Etsy. That's the name of the shop. Makes amazing Disney-inspired products, stickers, notebooks. There's a couple of pins on there. I'm trying to think what else she does. Really, really good stuff. Bookmarks, really nice stuff, really affordable, and lots of different lots of choices. She does a lot of Cars stuff, which obviously I love. There's Wicked themed things. There's just kind of general Disney park stuff, all sorts. So make sure you check out her shop. What are your top 5 bucket list destinations? So we've kind of talked about this before, because there are so many places that each of us want to go to.
I would have to say up there would be New Zealand, just purely being a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah.
Love to see Texas.
Yeah.
Or Italy, purely for the food. I'd like to see Austria. Austria's meant to be really nice. Be somewhere else in America, like California, places like that. But yeah, that'd probably be my 5. Mostly New Zealand and Italy and Texas.
Yeah.
They're probably like the big 3 that I want to see.
Mine would be number 1. Number 1 would be a toss-up between California, mainly for Disneyland, but also, just seeing like San Francisco, LA, probably Hollywood, just all the sort of touristy bits, but Disneyland as well. It would be a toss-up between that and New York. I've always wanted to go to New York. Never been. Really hoping to go in the next sort of few years. I've said I'd like to go for my 30th, so that's a few, like 3.5 years away. So that would be nice. So those are probably my top 2. Other than that, I'd love to go to Canada. That looks beautiful. Different places in America. I'd love to sort of see different states. Italy as well. I have been to Italy. I've been to Venice, and I've been to actually no, just Venice, I think. But I'd like to sort of see Lake Como, that sort of area, Rome. And then number 5, Hawaii, probably. I just think Hawaii looks stunning. I've spoken to people who've been to Hawaii and they've said it's sort of, they were a little bit disappointed. But I don't know if that's just the areas they went to. I'd still like to go and try it for myself because it just looks amazing. If it was Aulani, that would be even better, but it's very expensive, so who knows. Okay, question number 2 is also from Kelly, and she said, what trip are you most looking forward to this year?
As much as I'm looking forward to the cruise, it's got to be Silverstone. Just purely because I live and breathe F1 every day.
Yeah, you're so involved with it now. To
see the car I've helped build race, I don't know, it'd probably set me over the edge. But I just think it'd just be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully the team brings home a win. But yeah, I'm excited for Silverstone. Excited for the cruise, obviously. Because you could see like half a season of work's gone into that leading up to it. So you can see the hard work that's gone into it. I think it's just purely because of that.
Yeah.
Because seeing it on the TV is good, but seeing it live and hearing it in person, I think it'd just be a lot better.
Yeah, no, that will be really good. I would say that the trip I'm most looking forward to is definitely the cruise. I'm looking forward to Silverstone, but yeah, we've got a Disney cruise in September, 7 nights to Norway, and I cannot wait for that. I think it's going to be so good. I think it's going to be nicer just to have longer on the ship, so we get to explore more. We're on the Fantasy this year, whereas last year it was the Dream. But seeing the fjords, I think it will just be great.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what I'm most looking forward to. Question number 3, also from Kelly, is what made you decide to get into vlogging? I think it's probably just that we like watching vlogs ourselves. I sort of got you into vlogs, didn't I? Really? Like I watch quite a few, but mainly Tim Tracker, Adam Hatton. I watch a few others as well, but those are probably the most frequent ones I watch. Our friends Carla and Jack also vlog, so we've watched some of those. Memory Maker Couple, Jazz and Harvey. But yeah, I think it's probably just that we love going on those sorts of trips like Disney, and I liked the idea. It was actually Josh that sort of pushed us to do it, wasn't it? You had the camera, and you thought it would be good, and I thought it would be good, but I was just really nervous about putting myself out there on the internet and actually just physically filming things, especially being out in public. But actually, it's not. I've really enjoyed it. I get a bit nervous before the camera's on, but once it's on, just kind of start chatting, and then obviously you can edit bits out. It was just kind of that we wanted to kind of
share our experiences, really.
Yeah,
but not just Disney experiences, like also other things we do.
Yeah.
Like obviously Silverstone, because until I worked for the team, I don't think it really interested us. Well, I followed Formula 1 before joining the team, but we wouldn't have gone to a Grand Prix weekend. But
no, I'd never watched Formula 1 before Josh started working for McLaren, and now I love it. So,
but now we can. I think it's also we can give people an insight into what stuff like that's like, because we're in a fortunate position where, you know, we have been given discounted tickets from the team just purely because obviously being with the team, and I think we're able to show people when it comes to something like Silverstone, not everyone can do something like that, so we just want to share it with people.
Not to be like
not boasting
and not to be like, oh, we got reduced tickets, you know.
No.
We know we're lucky that we got reduced tickets because they are expensive, and I mean we've got 3-day grandstand tickets, so that would normally cost a hell of a lot of money.
But it is subsidised by McLaren rather than us just getting them for free. I have had to pay for them.
Oh yeah, we've each paid for our ticket. It's just reduced, discounted. So we know we're lucky to get that massive discount, but obviously that is because
we've still paid for the camping out of our own pocket. We'll still pay for everything else out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
But it's just purely the tickets.
Maybe one day we'll get stuff for free, but not just yet.
We just want to share the experiences
and just kind of make people happy. Vlogs make us happy. I love nothing more than sitting down and watching a nice lengthy vlog with a cup of tea, and just sort of, it makes me sad sometimes that I'm not there, especially Disney ones, but it also makes me really happy because I'm seeing other people have fun, and we just kind of wanted to bring that to other people as well if we could. So that those are probably the main reasons. Question number 4 is from my friend Bri. Slightly not inappropriate question. She said, how much gun, I think she meant gin, was in the water bottle during the quiz? So what we didn't say, if you've seen the Centre Parks vlog, we did a quiz. It was a lot of fun, and you may have noticed that I do get very competitive, especially with quizzes, but I did get a little overexcited, and it may be because I had a drink or two. So yes, had a bit of gin, and I'm blaming that on the mistake I made with the up question on the alcohol. So yeah, maybe don't drink and quiz, because it didn't help at all. I had fun, but it didn't help with the quiz. So that was that question. Question number 5. If each of you were this is from our friend Carla. They're Carla and Jack, or Mickey Shaped Adventures on Instagram. They also vlog. Carla and Jack, Carla makes ears. Her shop is called Carla's Forever Ears on Instagram. She's also on Etsy. Well, she sells through Etsy, but she posts pictures and stuff of her ears on Instagram. So just wanted to give her a little shout out as well. Yeah, if each of you were a Disney character, which character would you be?
Crikey.
That's a tough one. Should we do it for each other?
No.
Okay.
I think I'd be Goofy.
Why?
I really like Goofy.
Why?
I don't know. I just like Goofy.
He is fun.
I watched the Goofy movies growing up.
Yeah, Goofy's a good one. I love Goofy too, so that makes sense. I don't know who I'd be.
And because he's got his dog, Pluto.
Yeah. No, Pluto's Mickey's dog.
Oh, sorry. Wait, where did I see that? We'll have to cut that out.
Goofy is a dog. That he's like a human
dog.
Whereas
I'd definitely go
Pluto's a dog.
I'd definitely go with Goofy.
I'm not sure I fit any of the princesses exactly. I'd like to think I've got sort of bits of some of them. I think I'm just going to say Ariel, because although I don't think we're sort of exactly the same, I love the water.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love the sea, or maybe kind of Moana, but I prefer swimming to just being on the sea. So yeah, I'd say Ariel. I think that's kind of who I'd want to be, maybe than who I think I would be. But yeah, I'd say Ariel, because when I was little I always wanted to be a mermaid. She was always my favourite princess growing up. Now it's Tiana, but I do love Ariel. But yeah, just I think being a mermaid and being able to be underwater all the time would be really cool. So that's who I would pick. Question number 6 is a favourite Disney ride ever. Now for me this changed after going to Florida, because when we went to Florida last year, Josh had never been before. I'd last went in 2017, so a lot had been added, had changed since I last went. So before we went, I probably would have said Tower of Terror or Expedition Everest. But now, my favourite Disney ride ever, I think, would have to be Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Galaxy. Because it was just insane. I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I could before we went on it. We only did it once. We got Conga, which I thought was quite a good song. And it was just amazing. It just sort of blew my mind. Never been on anything like it. Obviously, I love the classics like Pirates. I'll always love Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder, although specifically Disneyland Paris's version, not a fan of Florida's version, and Tower of Terror. I love so many of the rides, but yeah, I think Cosmic Rewind would have to be my favourite ride ever.
Yeah, I did like Guardians of the Galaxy. I did like Tron. Tron was just a bit too short.
Yeah, Tron was good, but yeah, too quick.
Cosmic Rewind, it was good, but I wasn't blown away by it. I wouldn't have said it. Like for me personally, I think it's purely Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, that was so cool.
Like the whole build up to it, they really immersed you in it, and it wasn't like one of the roller coasters where you get on it and it's done. There's like the build up to the ride, then the ride, and then you come out of it and you feel like you've been immersed. So yeah, just kind of like the build up going through like some of the like tunnels, you could call them essentially, and then like when you got to like the Stormtrooper bit, you got in the spaceship and it kind of like turned you around and threw you all about, and it was, yeah, I just liked the build up to it rather than just getting on a ride, riding it and it was done. Yeah, like Disney put a lot into that, and I can see why it's so popular.
No, I agree. That was a really good one. We only did that one once. Would definitely do it more next time. The next question number 7, is when's your next trip? That's from Truly Magical Gift Co. on Instagram. That's Christina. She makes amazing t-shirts, embroidered t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. She's brilliant. She didn't specify Disney trip or any particular trip. So next trip technically is Silverstone.
So I think just with that, like, because we're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll show you bits of practice on Friday. You'll see qualifying, and then the race. But we'll like take you around, like, because Silverstone, I think I've been to Silverstone like once, but when I was very little. But it's like a massive kind of place. We'll take you around like the village, like the fan zone and stuff like that. We'll show you like some of the merch on offer, the food, because obviously I'm just going by my teammates of what they've said what it's like. So we'll show you all of that. We'll show you the camping, because we're camping not too far from Silverstone. I think it's like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, it's really close by. There's a few campsites nearby, but yeah, it's not far away at all.
So hopefully you'll get to see the car. But we're in I still yet to find out the grandstand we're in. There's one where basically I think like majority of McLaren employees are, and we're on a corner from what one of my friends at work has said. So we should be able to get some really good shots. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of take you through that. There'll be a little bit of knowledge from myself. Obviously I won't be giving too much away because secrets. So I think also what we should do is maybe do like a giveaway from Silverstone, just like a hat or something.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah.
I won't be able to get it signed or anything, but
no. Well, we can sign it. That's almost as good. Who wants Lando or Oscar?
So yeah, we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah,
at
that's
Silverstone.
A nice idea.
It will be McLaren based.
So if you support any other teams,
Yeah.
up to you whether you enter or not.
Yeah. we accept Ferrari fans. It's not a problem.
Yeah, and Mercedes.
Yeah.
But-
I did follow Mercedes most of my life
Yeah.
because I grew up with Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, we'll be doing a little giveaway at Silverstone. So stay tuned for that.
So that's the next trip.
Yeah.
The next Disney trip is the cruise in September. Other than that, we've got camping again in Cornwall in August.
So you say little snippets on our Instagram, I think.
Yeah, we'll
just
do
like story updates.
We'll just do stories for that one. We're saving up for a house. We both live at home at the moment. I live with my parents. Josh lives with his parents. So we're saving for a deposit and all the fees and everything that comes with it for a house. So we've got that in the pipeline as well. Hopefully towards the end of the year. So a lot of money is going towards that, but obviously we're trying to budget trips here and there as well because you only get one life. We want to enjoy it.
Yeah, so we're potentially going to Florida next May.
We're hoping to.
We're hoping.
It's probably going to be a bit more of a last minute trip. We're going to
Yeah.
see how things are, where we stand money wise.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed. Neither of us have been in May before, but it seems like a very popular time to go for people from the UK anyway. I think it would be Flower and Garden Festival, which I have seen when we went in 2017. We went March, April time in the Easter holidays. So that would be nice. But yeah, I think temperature wise might be better than September because that was roasting. Potentially Florida next year, but nothing's
certain, nothing's booked. We're just going to see kind of really how this year pans out.
And then question number 8 is from Christina again, Truly Magical Gift Co. Are you just doing travel vlogs or home too? We haven't really talked about this.
No,
we mentioned it the other day.
Yeah, I think it's more just travel vlogs because
Yeah.
we've got. We're not sure how if Silverstone will be kind of one vlog or we'll split it up. Depends how much footage we get of the cars and the village and all the stuff like that.
So yeah, we are not planning to do any home vlogs or anything like that.
No.
Don't really do anything exciting enough other than anything. I always feel like that's something you'll do when you have more followers and there's like more demand for it.
Yeah.
So maybe in the future, who knows? But I think it would also be easier for us once we're living in the same home. For now, just travel vlogs when we go on trips, things like that. I might do, if we do go to Florida or for the cruise, like a packing video. But no guarantees. I'm not sure because I've never done one. I'm not sure if it would be any good, but might give that sort of thing a go. But other than that, mainly just trip related stuff, really.
Yeah. Our personal Instagrams give you a little insight into kind of what we do, but like if you want to see a little bit more, not behind the scenes, but like there's some stuff on my Instagram because obviously being at the MTC every day. So if you want to see some cool F1 cars, that's usually on my story. And then also I do have an Instagram page for my 3D printing because not only do I do it professionally, I do it as a hobby. So we could put that in there as well if you're interested in that because we've got some plans for that coming up. But it's not concrete plans, we're just taking our time with like the ideas we've got.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that as well. That's kind of as homely as it gets, really, isn't it? Yeah. Home related stuff's mainly just going to be on our Instagrams. Mine's obviously mainly Disney, but I do kind of updates and on other things. But vlog wise, just travel, really.
Just travel. Yeah. The last question we got, question number 9, is from my friend Tahlia. She is Tahlia of Terror on Instagram. She asked us what are your favourite snacks. So we're going to take that as what are your favourite Disney snacks because, we could do sort of general snacks, but I think Disney snacks is more fun. For me, Dole Whip, obviously as long as it's warm, which in Florida it generally is, Dole Whip is one of my favourites. If we do sort of top 3, I have to say, after having them in September, the spring rolls, the cheeseburger and the pepperoni pizza spring rolls were amazing. The colossal Mickey cinnamon roll from Starbucks, from Creature Comforts in Animal Kingdom, was really nice, and obviously just sort of aesthetically pleasing as well because it's Mickey shaped. That's all I can think of right now. Those are some of my favourites.
I think it's got to be the spring rolls.
The spring rolls were so good.
Didn't really have many snacks in Disney because it was so hot.
Yeah.
That you just weren't that hungry.
We had a few sit-down meals as well, and some of those were buffets, so that sort of filled us up. So then we didn't feel the need for snacks as much. But I think next time we've said we'd do
some more snacks.
Yeah, less big meals, sort of more eating like little bits.
I think mainly I'm partial to a Starbucks cookie.
Yeah.
Because we love a Starbucks in Disney.
Oh, the Mickey pretzel was nice.
What, Typhoon Lagoon?
Yeah, well you can get them all over.
Yeah, it was very salty.
I liked that though.
Yeah, I thought it was too salty towards the end.
I liked it. And the plastic, I don't think I actually had any of the plastic
cheese was nice, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably it for me.
Yeah, we didn't have a ton of snacks last time.
No.
But those are some of our favourites. That's all the questions that we got. So thank you so much to everyone who sent a question. If
you got any more, let us know.
Yeah, we could always do like another Q&A type video in the future, but we just wanted to do this one when we're sort of starting off our channel, just so you can get to know us a little bit better. Also something in between trips, so there's something else to watch.
Silverstone's 3-4 weeks away now.
Yep, not far away. So we're filming this today on the 8th of June, and Silverstone is the 4th of June to the 6th. Oh, July, sorry, not June. That would have already been.
I think we'll also on our Instagram leading up to Silverstone, or even on the Friday at Silverstone, we'll do like, if you've got any questions about Formula One or the team, if there's anything you'd like to see while we're there, again we'll do our best to show you.
Yeah.
We don't have paddock passes or anything, so we're not in the paddock.
We're not that good just yet.
No.
We'll work on it though.
But yeah, we'll show you as much as we can. We'll get as much footage as we can. But yeah, if you've got any questions, let us know. And like I say, we'll be doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
After Silverstone. Well, after, yeah.
Yeah. Are you paying for that?
Guess so.
Your idea. Your idea, you pay. But yeah, that's it for today. And thank you for watching. We've got, at this point in time, I checked this morning, we've got 20 subscribers, which is not many, but it's 20 more than, we had when we started. So thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed. Thank you for the likes on the videos, the comments on our channel and Instagram, and just general sort of interactions. We really appreciate it, and the views on the video as well. We've got almost 400, so that's pretty cool.
We're not like mega serious people with it. Well, we are, but we're not like working to tight deadlines. So
no, it's a hobby. So it's something for us to do in our spare time that we enjoy, and we just wanted to say thank you.
So yeah, give us a follow on Instagram. Yeah,
and we'll keep up to date, and then we will see you next in Silverstone when we're on our way to Silverstone. Have a good rest of your day.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's answered a few questions.
Subscribe down below. Feels weird doing that. Subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.